Now, each Friday, we love to celebrate people who make the news for the right reasons. This week, we came across a dreadful story about a poor little dog who had suffered at the hands of her owners. She wouldn't answer her name. She was so terrified, as you can see here, that she just stared at the wall when her rescuers tried to help her.
We are joined by Gina Hetherington from Paws, a charity that helps rehome abused dogs, to fill us in on this story of Cara the greyhound. Gina, thank you very much for taking our Skype today. You found her in a very bad state. What happened?
Well, basically, Cara is actually a lurcher. She's not a registered greyhound, just in case. Our local dog warden rang us, and he said that he had picked up a dog in very poor condition, and that he didn't want to bring her to the pound because she needed special care. So she came straight to us. She was in such a bad state that we actually put her in the office. We couldn't put her in the kennels, and she stood with her head in the corner for, I would say, the first 4 days that she was with us.
Oh my God.
You know, we just saw that little piece of footage, and we'll show it again now, of the poor little thing. Like, basically, this is her now rescued in the kennel, as you say, Gina, and you guys were trying to, I suppose, coax her and cajole her. She was physically in a bad state, but abused. She was more mentally traumatised than anything else.
She would literally turn her head for a second to peep at you, and then she would look away. If we left the office, we could see in the windows, and she would actually step into the bed. But the minute that a human being came into the area that she was in, she would go back into the corner again and hide in the corner. It is probably one of the worst cases of mental abuse that we've come across in many years.
Gina, in all my born days, I have never seen anything like this.
Yeah. We actually were shocked because we get a lot of lurchers here. Yes. We are one of the few rescues in the country that end up with a lot of them. We have actually 60% of our dogs at the moment are sighthounds, lurchers, whippets, salukis, those kind of dogs. But, we've seen them at mange with broken legs, whatever, but mental trauma is something that we rarely come across.
You can only imagine the trauma that this dog went through to have to act like this.
Indeed, and like after 4 days, we got a call from the same warden that he had picked up another dog in the same area who was in better physical condition. So we figured, well, maybe this will work. So we brought in, we think was her brother, Cliff. He had the same kind of mange and everything, but a much brighter personality.
And look at them together. We're showing you a photo, but everything, when Cliff came, things improved so much for poor little Cara.
They improved dramatically, because what happened was when he was there, she would get out of the corner, she'd go into the bed, she'd play with him. Again, the minute we appeared, she would scuttle into the corner and hide again. But it got to the stage where when we let him out in my back garden, she would peep out. And when we would come into the house, she would actually go out in the garden with him. But it did take a few weeks to actually get her to trust us and to know that we weren't going to hurt her.
Gina, thank you so much. You've done brilliant work as always, Gina, with that. Now, we're going to go to part 2 of the story, because we do have Cara's new owners, Michael and Teresa McGrath. Come on in, guys.
How you doing, guys? Good to see you. You're very welcome. You're very welcome to the show.
Nice to meet you. Take a seat there.
Look at this.
Cara.
This is the hero.
Those pictures were so upsetting.
Sit down there. Great, and bring her
over.
over.
My God, I actually feel sick after seeing them.
Yeah.
Jump up, Cara.
The same happened to us. We lost 2 Rottweilers in July.
Yeah.
Within a month of each other through cancer. And of course it left an awful hole in our hearts.
Yeah.
And I was out, I saw the video, it was posted, and just sickened. I showed it to Teresa. Of course, Teresa straight away, bring Gina. We have to have her.
Yeah, because the footage went all over the world, didn't it? It was on
CNN,
ABC, on Chilean news as well.
Argentina, Portugal, everywhere. It's just went viral over the last 2 days.
It's the most famous dog in the world.
She's only about a year old. We should say that. Yeah. You know, the abuse that you saw there happened from when she was a pup.
Oh my God.
But she seems to be good now.
She's come on a lot. Yeah,
in the house, she's great in the house. She's very confident in the house, very cocky in the house. It's when you get her outside and she starts getting to see other people, transport cars on the road, she's very frightened. Okay. It took us a long time to get her out the door.
Did you take Cliff as well, though?
No, we didn't.
No, you couldn't.
I'd love to. Unfortunately, couldn't take Cliff.
Yeah. Let's take a look at Cliff. We can just roll some footage here. This is the guy. Look at them. This is when Cliff came as well. They think that Cliff, in Pause, I think Cliff is. Look at her. Look. Oh, you better turn this off, or I guess he's going to go mad here in the studio. Yeah. They're like playing together, and it's okay.
She hears herself.
She hears herself, yeah. So she's settled a lot.
She has, but like that, it just takes time and patience,
gonna be long term.
and an awful
Yeah.
lot of love, and just to get her where we want her. She's not
Yeah.
quite there yet.
Because she has a huge long road. She has travelled a lot already, but she has a long road to go as well.
She still
Teresa,
has
yeah.
a long road.
Do you know what? She's safe with you guys, and you've a permanent home. It's great.
It's marvellous to have her.
Do you think she knows she's safe now?
Oh,
She
yes.
does,
Yeah.
because she's very settled at home.
Yeah.
She's totally different when she's at home, but when she's out, she's getting there.
Yeah.
I mean, the first few walks, she'd only go just outside the gate.
That's all.
She was terrified to even go up the road, but
Yeah.
that's changed now. She's
Frightened by
tries to bring
cars
her.
and trucks
Everything.
and everything.
Any noise.
Oh, God, oh,
But she's
We've
come
got
on.
some treats for Cara.
we do. We've treats for
Yeah,
Cara
we
as
do.
well.
We got a little
Yes.
basket of treats for Cara to bring home. I'm sure you have millions of other treats, but these are our treats to you.
Yes, I think
thank
we
you
got on to
very
Nancy
much.
Creed, and Nancy dropped these in earlier on today for
Yes,
Cara. So
our dog
loads
behaviours.
of great
Oh,
stuff
lovely,
there. Yeah.
And listen, thank you both for doing this
Not at
and
all.
showing people, number one, that a rescue dog is brilliant, and number two, that lurchers are great pets.
Yes,
Don't overlook
please,
them.
please.
They're just
go
so
for a
overlooked,
lurcher,
lurchers.
yeah. I love
and
them.
they're gorgeous. They're gorgeous
they're
things.
lovely.
Please give a lurcher a pet and make them a home. Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
very much.
much.
Thank you very much
Thank
indeed.
you.